Good morning, my dears. How are you? Okay. Hope you all fine and healthy. Hope you all prayed already. It's now my turn for praying. So for that, close your eyes. Sit directly, all of you. நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியை. நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து அன்போடு முறையான கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியை. நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து அன்போடு முறையான கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியை. நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து அன்போடு முறையான கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Shall we go to the class, ma? Okay, let us go. Here, what is your poem 1? Very good. The Castle. What is it? The Castle. Okay, it was written by Edwin Muir. Who wrote that? Edwin Muir. Okay, here come to the point. Who was Edwin Muir? Yes, he was a Scottish poet, translator and novelist and critic. Isn't it or not, ma? Okay, then he was he is well known for his clear poetry in plain language. Okay, here what is the poem about now? It is about the castle and the soldiers, and then here whom does we refers to? Very good. We refers to one of the soldiers lodged in the castle. We refers to one of the soldiers lodged in the castle. Okay, then what do you mean by turret wall? Very good. It is a tower on the top of a castle. The tower on the top of a castle. In the picture too, here you have two pictures. In the second picture, there was a tower. There are number of towers. Can you see it, ma? That is called a tower or turret wall. Okay, then what do you mean movers? Very good. People who trim and level the lawns. People who trim and level the lawns. Come to the point, ma. Let us recall yesterday's class. The Castle by Edwin Muir is a poem. It is an allegorical poem. Okay, allegorical you mean it is a picture or a movie or a video or a poem that can be interpreted the hidden meaning of a political state of the country. Okay, it tells the hiddenly tells the political condition of the country. Okay, it is an allegorical poem. Okay, here it is a poem on the capture of the well guarded castle. How is the castle? It was well guarded. It was its security level is too good. Here, how did they capture the castle? That is the poem. Okay, the soldiers of the castle were totally trust-free and relaxed. Isn't it or not? From the first line we can see it. Isn't it or not? The soldiers of the castle were totally stress-free and relaxed. They were confident of their castle's physical strength. Okay, they were confident of their castle's physical strength. Though through the turrets they were able to watch the movers, and no enemy was found up to the distance of half a mile. Okay, they could not find a enemy there from away from half a mile. Okay, then so it is a lesson. It is your poem. So let us recall the poem. Throughout the summer, the soldiers were laying and taking rest in the castle. Okay, they could watch all the surrounding from the turret walls. Then they could watch the movers. Okay, they could watch the movers from the turret wall. And where was the enemy? They could not find out any enemies up to the half a mile go away. Okay, let us see the next line. Okay, here the castle, Edwin Muir. For what we thought we had to fear, with our arms and provender load on load, on our towering battlements tier on tier, and friendly allies drawing near, on every leafy summer road. Okay, let us once again I am reading the stanza. You just listen it. For what we thought we had to fear, with our arms and preventer load on load, our towering battlements tire on tire, and friendly allies drawing near, on every leafy summer road. Okay, here, what is the season mentioned here, ma? Okay, very good. Summer. What is the season mentioned here? Summer. Not only in the first stanza but also in the second stanza. The poet uses the season summer. Okay, let us move to the meanings. Okay, what do you mean arms? Weapons. Okay, what do you mean arms? Weapons. Here you can see that ancient period weapons in the picture. Can you see it? There are number of films that have come. You can see the weapons there in the film. For example, in Tamil we have the Bahubali film. Okay, you can see a very magnificent castle there in the film, isn't it or not? Not only castle but also weapons. Okay, while the war happened, there were they show you the large weapons used in the ancient period. Okay, then come to the point again. It means arms. Okay, arms means weapons. Arms means weapon. Okay, then it is a provender. Provender you mean a large quantity of food. Okay, provender you mean food, a large quantity of food. Then towering battlements. What do you mean towering battlements? Tall tower with openings. Okay, it is a tall tower with openings. You can see it in the picture, ma. Okay, it is a tall tower in the openings, with openings. Okay, then tire on tire. It means one above the other. It means one above the other. Here, friendly allies. What do you mean friendly allies? Supporting nations. What do you mean friendly allies? Supporting nation. Friendly allies you mean supporting nations. In the picture you can see it. Okay, here who are the friendly allies of India? What is it? Russia, China. They were the friendly allies of India. Okay, here supporting nations. Friendly allies you mean supporting nations. Then you can see the leafy summer road there in the picture. Okay, leafy summer road, a road which was covered with the leaves. Okay, which was covered with the leaves during the season of summer. Okay, now here come to the point. They had no reason. Okay, through the lines they seemed no threat to us at all. Okay, they were confident about the physical strength of the castle. Okay, they had no reason to fear about the enemies, because with our arms and preventive load and load, that you mean they had a large number of weapons. Okay, what is the use of weapons? If enemy entered into the castle, they would use the weapon to kill them, to use the weapon to fight with them, isn't it or not? Okay, so they had a large number of weapons to fight. Not only the weapons, how do you live now? You need food, isn't it or not, ma? Okay, here they have a large number of weapons. Not only weapons but also large quantity of food to eat. Okay, they need not to go anywhere for taking food, for buying weapons. Okay, because here in the castle they had a large number of weapons to fight and a large quantity of food to eat. Okay, then with our towering battlements tire on tire, and our friendly allies drawing near, on every leafy summer road. Nothing but here soldiers stood on the towering battles in order to shoot the enemies at sight. Okay, you can see it in the picture. They were standing, okay, on the towering battlements in order to shoot the enemies. They can at sight. Okay, they could see that distance of a half a mile. They could see in the first answer seen that, isn't it or not? We saw that they could see the distance of half a mile, isn't it or not? If that enemy would enter there in the castle, now they could shoot them. Okay, that's why they were standing on the towering battlements in order to shoot the enemies at a sight. Okay, as soon as they see the enemies, they just shoot them. Okay, then they could not find any enemy there away from a half a mile. We know it. They could not find any enemy there away from a half a mile. Okay, then the soldiers were very confident of their castle physical strength. Their friendly nations gave support. So here friendly nations, okay, neighboring countries, they gave support to the soldiers. Okay, then they were the neighboring countries, friendly nations, they were all on the way to reach the castle to help the soldiers. Okay, then they were all the supporting nations, the friendly allies were on all on the way to reach the castle to help the soldiers. Okay, here that they use the word on every leafy summer road. They are moving fast. Okay, they were moving fast. They were reaching that castle as soon as possible. That's why on through the way, road with the leaves in a summer season, they are drawing near. They are going near to the castle. Okay, then here the soldiers said that they had no reason to fear about their enemies because yes, very good. They had a large quantity of food. They had a large quantity of large number of weapons. If enemies arrived there, the soldiers who were standing one above the another on the towering battlements, they would shoot them, isn't it or not? Before reaching the castle, the enemies arrived there. They and the soldiers who were standing one above the other from the towering battlements, they would shoot them, isn't it or not? And also they had a friendly nation to support them. They were reaching through the leafy summer road to fight against their enemies for the sake of this soldiers. Okay, now let us move to the third stanza. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick, so smooth and high, no man could win. A foothold there, no clever trick could take us dead or quick. Only a bird could have got in. Okay, once again I am reading the stanza. Please listen well. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick, so smooth and high, no man could win. A foothold there, no clever trick could take us dead or quick. Only a bird could have got it. Okay, here come to the point. Here you can see the gates. Okay, that castle gates. You can see the ancient castles gates. These are the two types of castle gate. Okay, then here it is a thick walls. Okay, thick walls. It is a large walls also. Then foothold you mean advantageous position. Okay, advantageous position, that you mean moving forward. Then here trick. It means a cunning act to deceive someone. Cunning act to deceive someone. What do you mean deceive? Deceive you mean cheat. Okay, cunning act to cheat someone. Here who were well known for the tricks na? Magicians. Isn't it or not, mom? Magicians are well known for doing tricks. Okay, once you have another one. You have an animal that well known for the trick cunning act. What is it, ma? Very good. Fox. Isn't it or not? I have to mention the story. Can you recall the story? The cunning act of a fox, which was shown in the story. The story of grandmother and your Vada story. Can you recall it? You have read that in a long years ago when you were in a first standard or KG. Isn't it or not? Once upon a time there was a grandma. She was preparing Vada. Isn't it or not? Can you recall the story, ma? She was preparing vada. A crow flew on that way. It wanted to eat the vada, so it decided to take the vada without the knowledge of grandma. It took the vada and flew away. Isn't it or not? It perched on a branch of a tree. When it tried to eat that vada, a fox came in that way. Isn't it or not? Can you recall the story? Here, that fox, it is well known for the cunning act, tricking act. It wanted to cheat the crow. Isn't it or not? So, it tried to cajole. Can you recall that word cajole? Number of times I have told you. When I was taking you the lower classes, cajole. I know Sanjay could recall that word, cajole. Okay, here come to the point. There were number of that the crow perched on the tree. Then the fox came there. The fox cajoled the crow by the mesmerizing words from the fox. That crow started to sing, isn't it or not? What were the cajoling words of the fox now? Hey crow, you are looking so beautiful. Your cackling was so nice to hear. Even your cackling is too good. Likewise, I want to hear your song from your voice. We know it. Crow's voice is like a. Is it a small, nice one to hear, ma? It is a rough one, isn't it or not? But the fox is cajoling. The fox cajoled the crow. Then, after the mesmerizing words, the crow started to sing. When it opened its mouth, that vada fell down. That fox took it and ran away from the place. Isn't it or not? Here, that word trick, cunning, it is very appropriate for the animal fox. Okay, na? Yeah, this is one of the stories of cunning fox. You have number of stories for cunning fox, isn't it or not? The lion and the fox, you have number of stories. Okay, so what is that word? Trick. Okay, for a word, we just moved to the lower class, isn't it or not? Okay, come to the point. So here, trick. It is a cunning act to deceive someone. Okay, it is a cunning act to deceive someone. Cheat someone. Okay, here. Quick, you mean, we know the meaning fast. Here, in the poem, quick you mean that you mean alive. Quick you mean alive. Okay, come to the point. Let us know the explanation. Okay, here come to the point. Here in the third stanza, the soldier told about the strength of the castle. Okay, here the poet, the soldier, told about the strength of the castle. What is the strength of the castle? Do you know? Yes, let us see. It had strong gates. Okay, when the castle had strong gates, no one could enter into it. No one could break the gates. Then it had thick walls. What about the walls? Thick walls. Okay, so look at the adjective words here. Here the poet wanted to stress that strength of the castle. So for that he used that adjective to describe it. Okay, it got strong gates. Here what are the adjective words? Strong, thick. Isn't it or not? Okay, was strong, thick. These are the adjective words. What do you mean adjectives? You know it. Isn't it or not? A word which qualifies a noun is called adjective. So here what are the adjectives? Strong, thick. Here the poet wanted to stress the strength of stress to tell the strength of a castle. That's why he used adjectives here. ஓகேங்களா? Then what about the gates? The gates are strong. Okay. In your appreciation question la the it is a very important point. The gates were strong and the walls were thick. Okay, well, what about the castle? Now the gates were strong and walls were thick. So here the soldier. Here the poet wanted to tell about the strength of the castle. Not only they had thick walls, it had too high to, that thick walls, it was too high to climb it. Okay, no one could climb onto it. Okay, no one could enter there in the castle. No one could enter into the castle. No one could enter or win them by their trick or cunning act. The enemies could not cheat them. Okay, that is the meaning. No one could win them by their trick or cunning act. No one could cheat them. No one could take them alive or dead. Whatever it may be, whether they are alive or dead, they could not take them. Okay, here you have only one visitor. Okay, who was it? Do you know who was it? It is a bird. Okay, here you got the phrasal verbs got in. That you mean entered. Okay, so who can enter into the castle? Yes, it is only the bird. Okay, it is a bird. Only the birds could enter the castle. No one could enter there in the castle. Okay, so let us recall today's class, the castle is an allegorical poem on the capture of a well-guarded castle. Okay, the soldiers of the castle were very confident of their castle physical strength. Through the turrets, they were able to watch the movers, and no enemy was found up to the distance of half a mile. They had plenty of weapons. They had abundant of food to eat. They had plenty of weapons to protect them and a large quantity of ration in stock. The soldiers stood one above the other on the towering battlement. They were ready to shoot the enemy at sight. They believed that the castle was absolutely safe. Okay, then here even by a trick, even though by a trick no one could enter into the castle. The only visitors, only one thing to enter into the castle, that is none other than the birds could enter into the castle. Okay, here the poet tells the physical strength of the castle through the words. Our gates are strong and walls are thick. Through the lines, that poet tells about the strength of the castle. Okay, let us move to the homework session. Come to the point. They seemed no threat to us at all. Okay, they have no reason. To fear about the enemies. Okay, here it is a ERC question. Let us recall. Context. This line is taken from the poem. This above line is taken from the poem The Castle by Edwin Muir. Okay, this is a line taken from the poem Castle by Edwin Muir. Here is the explanation. Here the narrator assured that no one could capture their castle since it was very strong. Isn't it or not? Here the narrator assured that. What did he assure? No one could capture their castle since it was very strong. Okay, through the turrets they were able to watch the movers and no enemy was found up to the distance of half a mile. Okay, they were able to watch the movers and no enemy was found up to the distance of half a mile. Okay, he told that his enemies were not a threat to his army. Okay, then what about the comments? The narrator expresses his confidence about their physical strength of their castle. Okay, it is your ERC question. Friday on, you can have your class on Friday. So Please write one time and read well that ERC question. Please read well and write one time and read well, ma. Please read well. Let us see in tomorrow's class. Thank you, ma.